Hey, everybody. Chris Hewitt's here, coming live to you from Omaha. So glad that you're able to join us. This is kind of sad for us. This is our last Friday Kids Contemplation Wellness webinar. And we've had lots and lots and lots of fun doing these this past month. So thanks for joining us. Hopefully everybody's staying healthy and safe today. We're getting a little rain here in Omaha. And so it's kind of cloudy and dark. And look how sad Basil is. Just sitting back there, so bummed because he just wants to go play. But I think we're going to be able to cheer him up here for a quick second. Whoa. I didn't even have to say anything. He already knows what I have in my hand. I think he can smell it. The thing about Basil is he's actually a pretty good boy. He actually doesn't take things, but he actually learns to ask. So we're going to show you his trick once more. Like I said, if you have a dog, or I don't know if cats could do some of this. I imagine they are capable of learning these things, but maybe this is something you could also train your pets to do. So, all right, come here, buddy. All right, Mason, come here. Shake. Good shake. High five. Good high five. All right. Shake and high five. That's how we roll over here. So today, I already see some super awesome friends up here in the attendees list, and it looks like we're gonna have lots and lots of fun together. Today, we're gonna introduce you to one of the sweetest human beings you will ever meet in the world, who simultaneously has this depth of strength and fierceness, clarity of vision, and just tons of insight, intuition, and discernment. So I'm gonna turn it over to Felina to let her make this quick introduction. But Basil, hopefully he'll enjoy that little Nyla bone. Hopefully that'll cheer him up on this rainy day. All right, where's sweet Felina?
Hi.
Ta-da. Nice cap.
Thanks. The Badlands. Remember the Badlands?
The Badlands, it turns out the Badlands, they're not so bad after all. It's actually pretty great.
Yep, it's pretty special. If you ever get the chance, try to visit the Badlands. It's pretty amazing. Maybe when this coronavirus is over, you can talk your parents into making a road trip. It's beautiful there.
So actually, Felina, speaking of that, I think I failed to bring the map up on the screen to let everybody know where we're coming in from today.
I was wondering if you were going to do that.
So here we go. I do this every week, actually, just to sort of let everybody know that even though we're all staying in and staying home with our families, we still come in from all over the country and all over the world. We have folks from Canada and France and all over the US who registered for this one today. Hey, Felina, can you see my mouse moving around on this screen? Yes. So this here, if you all don't know, is Nebraska. And I usually tell the kids when we're doing these, when you see this map, to try to find your state and point it out to your parent or caregiver. But when Felina's talking about the Badlands, that's right up here, right, in South Dakota.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
In South Dakota, that SD, it doesn't mean super dope, even though the Badlands are super dope. But you should actually try to make a trip there someday if you can shake one of the adults in your life out of the place where they live so that they can get going. One more slide here really quick. Since this is our last Friday wellness webinar, I wanted to let you all know that we've posted all of these online. So if you go to the Gravity YouTube or Vimeo page, you can catch the playbacks. And man, we've had a ton of fun. Looks like a lot of ladies, actually. And then me and Stefan. But we've still had a ton of fun. And we'll keep these up for as long as we can so that you can get at them. Okay, for real now. Turning it back to you, Felina. Basil.
All right.
Say see you later, mommy.
All right. Bye, Basil. See you later. All right. Thanks, Chris. And thank you to all of our special guests who have turned out today. Especially want to highlight Olu and Leela joining us here in Omaha, Nebraska, and Sabrine all the way from California. We're super happy to have all of you with us today. So at about 4:30 or at the bottom of the hour, wherever you are, we will get ready to open it up open up the mic and the videos so that you can interact with our special teacher today. And I'll look forward to interacting with you as well. So I want to introduce you to our wonderful, beautiful, brilliant, talented friend, Gabes. Gabes Torres was born in the Philippines, grew up there with her 3 brothers and her family, and now lives in Seattle, Washington. And she is an artist, a public speaker, a researcher, and a psychotherapist in training. And the thing about Gabes is, in addition to her musical talent, is that she has such a depth of soul. And that depth of soul really comes through her music as well as her work in the world. And when she was just 4 years old, she actually started singing. And by the time, get this, she's produced 3 albums. By the time she was 15, she had produced her first one. Isn't that amazing? So Gabes has a lot of depth and a lot of soul to bring to us today, and she's going to guide us in a connection with our feelings through music. So without any further delay, I want to introduce you to Gabes, invite her to come on in from Seattle as she turns her video and mic on. Hi, Gabes.
Hi, Felina. Hi, everybody.
Thank you so much for doing this with us. We're delighted to be with you today and to take a little soul bath with your presence and your music and your insight. And so I'd love to just turn it over to you now.
Cool. Thank you so much. Hi, everybody. I am so grateful for you for welcoming me into your home. As Felina said, my name is Gabes, or you can also call me Miss Gabes. The work that I do is that I help people and that I listen to people. That's kind of what a therapist does. And as you know, there are many people in the world right now who are going through a lot of pain and a lot of stress, especially now with the COVID-19 crisis. So a lot of people are very anxious and overwhelmed with a lot of emotions. And with who I am and with what I do, it makes me really happy to help these people, to help them feel more safe and comforted so that they're able to live their lives every day and to be with their loved ones. And part of my work is that I also make music and I also make poetry. And I believe that music has a way of getting us back in touch with our bodies and our feelings without judgment, without expectations. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I also believe that we are wired for rhythm and movement. So if at any point, and if you are able, you can stand up and sway or move or dance while I sing to you. I wish that I could see you. I wish that I could witness your beauty and your movement. But for now, I will just be playing and just imagining what it's like in your side of this world. So as I begin, I actually wanted to start with a song that you might be familiar with. I hope you're familiar with. I really like this song. It's a Disney cover. As I play, I wanted to show you my ukulele. If you've been to Hawaii or if you've seen TV shows or movies that are set in Hawaii or in an island or in a tropical country, then you might have already seen this. It's kind of like a smaller version of a guitar, except a guitar has 6 strings, whereas an ukulele has 4. That's how it sounds. And again, if you know this song, I would like to invite you to sing with me. And if you want to, you can stand up and sway. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know, where I cannot go, where I long to be. Ready? See the light where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. I know everybody on this island seems so happy on this island. Everything is by design. I know everybody on this island has a role on this island. So maybe I can roll with mine. Maybe I can lead with pride. I can make us strong. I'll be satisfied if I play along with a voice inside sings a different song. What is wrong with me? See the light where the sky shines, see it's blinding, and no one knows how deep it goes, and it seems like it's calling out to me, so come find me and let me know what's beyond that line. Will I cross that line? See the light where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know how far I'll go. Yay! Good job, everybody. What I love about this song, and what I love about the movie Moana, is that it takes me back to the islands. As Felina had mentioned, I was born and raised in the Philippines, and there's something about the sound of the ukulele and songs that have the imagery of water, reminds me of the seas, that really takes me back home. So, and indeed, music has a way of getting us back in touch with the sense of home as well. As I mentioned earlier, songs and music can be a way to get us back in touch with our bodies without judgment and our emotions without judgment, and that you can feel happy or scared, even sad, excited, or even angry. And that is part of being human. And that is a part of being who you are in that moment. You are allowed to feel emotions and think thoughts. But the question that I'd like to ask people, and also what I like to ask to myself, is what will I do with these thoughts and with these feelings, right? It's a question that I ask myself: how will I express my feelings without hurting anybody and without hurting myself? Again, it's okay to feel these feelings and to acknowledge that I'm sad, I'm anxious right now, or especially with what's happening in our world today, I feel scared because of a lot of uncertainties. It's okay to name, I feel scared, or I'm starting to feel a little bit angry right now. And to also really think about how I will let these feelings out, or what I will do with them. I know for me that whenever I get angry, I throw a pillow, or sometimes I punch a pillow because I know that the pillow won't hurt me because it's so soft. Sometimes I also take a walk around the block. I also take deep and full breaths. And whenever I feel sad, I let myself be sad, or I let myself feel anxious for a little bit, especially during this quarantine. Sometimes I even embrace myself like this. And sometimes I touch my face so that I feel that I'm being held and that I'm here in this moment and that I feel contained. And if you feel that way in this moment, you're welcome to do that right now, or to embrace yourself. Oftentimes, whenever I'm sad or that when I feel anxious too, I reach out to a friend or a relative whom I trust and whom I know can listen to me and who can be with me without rushing me or without trying to fix how I feel, and somebody who could just be present with me. In music, I'm almost sure that a lot of you have heard songs where the artist, the musician, or the singer sing songs where they are happy or where they're scared or sad, excited, or angry. And here we see that there are creatives, that there are creators and artists who actually use music, even dance, writing, even sports or performative arts and acting even, to be that outlet, to be that form of expression. So when I asked earlier that what do we do with the emotions we feel? For a lot of us, this is our outlet. We can, like what I do, like I sing or I write music. Some of us also, like I said, like dances. Some folks dance and all that. And some people write, and some people also create through visual arts. So in the moments to come, and I feel like now's the time to actually like make space for that too. Like how does that look like for you with the feelings that you have? Not trying to fix them, but how can we embody them? How do we put them on paper? How do we express them with the time and the space that we have right now? And I want to let you know that it does not have to be perfect. Many artists, many musicians, many dancers did not start perfect. In fact, even today, now that they're doing things professionally or even for themselves, they're still not perfect. So whatever you bring is beautiful, and it is valuable, and it is worth listening to and paying attention to. Speaking of art or music that we create, I'd like to sing another song to you. It's a song that I wrote a few years ago. It's called Across the Cityscape. In this song, I actually want to invite you to sing along with me. And again, like I wish I could, be with you as I hear you sing with me. But there are certain parts of the song where I'd like for you to sing this line. It goes, turn it up, yeah. And carry on, carry on. I'll sing that one more time. Try singing with me. Turn it up, yeah. Good job. And carry on, carry on. Do it one more time, okay? So that we'll get a hang of it. So turn it up, yeah. Good. And carry on, carry on. One more time, sing. And turn it up, yeah. Got the hang of it? And carry on, carry on. All right, hope you're ready. This is called Across the Cityscape. With stories across the cityscape, one in every block to share, and yours bound to come away. Ready? And turn it up, yes, and carry on, carry on. Put some heart in your words. Speak living words, sing, and turn it up, yes, and carry on, carry on. Da 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 da. In your loving bones, and be not ashamed of the hope you hold. Creation screams her name. You Turn it up, yes. Good job. Carry on and carry on, carry on. Oh, oh, oh. Would you put some heart in your words and speak living words? Turn it up, yes. And carry on and carry on, carry on. Good job, y'all. Now, I'm sure you know this song. Would you sing it with me if you know it? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Sing with me. And this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. One more time. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah. This little light of mine, yeah, I'm gonna let it shine. One last time. And this little light of mine, good. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine across the cityscape. Thank you. Thank you for joining me in that tune. Okay. Now, you want to see a guitar? I named my guitar. I don't know if any of you have instruments, but artists have a way of naming their instruments. I named mine Cadence, which means rhythm, maybe even synonymous to tempo. And because the name is pretty. Okay, how are y'all feeling? I'm just tuning my guitar. Okay. Great. I'm actually looking forward to hear whether some of you are love playing music or are aspiring musicians. But right now, I would like to invite you to get in a comfortable position, ideally seated. So I'm gonna give you just a moment to get into that position. You can sit on the floor or on the couch. And settle in a position where you feel comfortable and also alert. I don't want you sleeping on me. Stay with me. And you're welcome to close your eyes or soften your gaze. And together, why don't we take a deep breath? Breathe in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Like you're blowing a balloon. Good. And remember a time when you saw a balloon or played with a balloon. Can you see it? What color is it? Is it blue? Is it red? Is it a lot of colors? And now I'd like for you to think of a time when you were happy. It could be a time when you were playing with friends, or you're playing by yourself in peace, or when your teacher told you that you did a really good job at your homework, or when you had a really good and tasty meal. Think about a time when you were happy. And now I'd like for you to think of a time when you felt sad. It could be when you tripped while you were playing, or the day you found out that you won't be seeing your friends for a little while. And know that it's okay. It's okay to feel sad for now. And now I'd like for you to think of a time when you felt safe. It could be a time when your parents or caregiver took care of you after waking up from a really bad dream. Or when you were with your pet, a dog. Oops, sorry guys. I had like a, okay, that's your turn. And think about a time when you were with a pet and you felt safe. Yeah, technology these days, it's so rough. It's so hard to control. It could be a dog, a cat. Think about a time when you felt safe. And now think about a time when you felt loved. It could be a moment where your parents or caregiver, or siblings, relatives, or friends told you that they loved you. Or when you were forgiven, when you made a mistake about something. Or a time when you were embraced or gazed upon lovingly. Think about a time when you felt loved. And now I want you to follow my voice and the sound of my guitar and slowly return to this moment. And know that you are so important and so wonderful and so awesome as you are, in your skin, in your stories, in how you show up, in all of your emotions. You are so, so loved just by being you. And when you're ready, come back to the room. Thank you, everybody. That was a very funny moment that we had earlier. My goodness. I thought that with just the do not disturb function or option, that would keep calls from coming in, but apparently not. Thank you for your patience. It's hard to be in control in every detail, but yeah. I hope you enjoyed that brief mindfulness practice with music. That was such a treat. That was the first time that I ever done that. So thank you for being a part of that and for being with me and doing that. Okay, now for my final song. Chris had asked me to sing a song that is kind of like a song that I grew up with. So when I was younger, there's this TV show on PBS that I really, really enjoyed. It's called Arthur. I don't know if if you watched it before, or if the caregivers or parents here have seen it. But that was the TV show that brought comfort into my life, and that was really fun. Like there are many good lessons there and really good stories. So I'm going to be singing the theme song of that TV show. And of course, I'd love for you to sing with me. There's a part here that would ask you to say, hey, you know what I mean? And parents or caregivers, you're welcome to teach your kids which part that where they would have to participate in. Ready? Every day when you're walking down the street, everybody that you meet has an original point of view. Ready? And I say, hey, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. We can learn to work and play and get along with each other. One more time and I say, hey, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. We can learn to work and play and get along with each other. You gotta listen to your heart, listen to the beat, listen to the rhythm of the street. Open up your eyes, open up your ears, get together and make things better by working together. It's a simple message and it comes from the heart. Believe in yourself, that's the place to start. And I say, hey, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. We can learn to work and play and get along with each other. One more time and I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. We can learn to work and play and get along with each other. You gotta listen to your heart, listen to the beat, listen to the rhythm of the street. Open up your eyes, open up your ears, get together and make things better. Working together, it's a simple message and it comes from the heart. Believe in yourself, and that's the place to start. And I say, hey, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. We can learn to work and play and get along with each other. One last time I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. We can learn to work and play and get along with each other. Every day when you're walking down the street, everybody that you meet has an original point of view. Yay! Thank you everybody for listening and for being with me, and again for welcoming me into your home. Inviting Felina back. Yes.
Thank you so much, Gabes. Maybe we can all give a hand to Gabes for coming and being with us and teaching us with music and guiding us into our feelings and a time of mindfulness and joy. And I'm really curious to know from the children that have gathered with us, you know, what this experience was like for you. What feelings did you notice come up for you as you were you know, being involved in this time together? So what we're going to do is ask you to raise your hand. There's a function in the webinar where you can raise your hand. I think it's in the bottom of your computer screen. I see some hands there. Yep. And so great. Yes, good. Everyone's finding it. Okay, so keep your hand raised. And I'm going to start calling on you so that you can come into the webinar with us. Let's see here. I'm calling on Victoria. Are you there? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello.
Oh, they're there.
I hear you, but you're really quiet. Can you speak up a little bit?
Say hi.
Hi. Are you willing to come into the video so we can see you?
Is that okay with you? Yes.
Okay, let me promote you to panelist. Follow the prompts on your screen and we'll get your camera turned on. Do you see anything? There we go. See if you can start your video now.
Yeah, it has your sister's.
Yay!
Hey, hey there, Vanessa. And hi, Victoria.
Savannah, sorry, it's on her sister.
Oh, sorry, it's Savannah. Oh, Savannah, it's so nice to see you. Can you tell us about any feeling that you noticed during the music? Did you have any feelings?
Yeah.
What did you notice? What feelings?
You forgot.
You forgot? Let's see if I give you a choice, let's see if one of these happened for you. Did you feel happy? Yeah. Did you feel joy? That one's a little more difficult maybe. Did you feel sad? Did you feel more happy or sad? Both? Yeah. That happens sometimes. Both feelings can be there at one time, huh? Thank you for talking with us. Did you have any question you wanted to ask Gabes? No? All right. Well, we're going to say goodbye to you and call on the next person, okay? So you can hang out with us a little longer if you want. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Who's next? Looks like Olu and Leela are with us. Hello there. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi. Okay, you're both there. Okay, good. Let me promote you to panelists so you can come in on the video. And we'll get your video turned.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh. How are you both?
Good. How are you?
Good. It's so good to see you.
You too.
Yeah, so tell us, what feelings did you each notice during that time with the music and Gabe singing?
Happy.
Hmm.
I felt happy too.
Nice. Did you notice any other feelings?
Nope. Just happy.
Happy. Did you know some of the songs?
Yeah.
Which ones?
Edge of the Water, the Arthur theme song.
Oh, I'm so glad. Those are so fun.
Yeah.
Did you have any question you'd like to ask Gabes before we call on the next person?
Do you have any pets?
You know, I wish I do right now, but I grew up with rabbits. I grew up with rabbits and dogs. I do wish I have a rabbit right now, especially during this time when there's not very many, people to touch. Yeah, but I did grow. I don't have any right now, but I did have a lot growing up. How about you?
We have a pet cat that acts like a dog that's named Clover, but I don't know what she is now, but I don't see her.
Well, girls, we're so happy that you're with us today. And we hope to see you again on one of our future webinars, or maybe down here at Gravity when the coronavirus calms down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Take care and tell your mom hi.
Bye. You too.
All right. Vesper is next. Hi, Vesper. Can you hear me?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Would it be okay if we turn your video on?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do a couple things here and see if you get a prompt to turn on your video. Do you see anything happening? Can you still hear me? Uh-oh. Vesper, are you there? Okay, I think I may have lost Vesper. So oh, you're there? Vesper, can you hear me? I can't hear you, honey. Are you there? Okay, we'll try again, okay? Let's call on Sabrine. Sabrine, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, great. Okay, can I bring you into the panelists so that you can turn your video on?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, here we go. All right, let's get your camera turned on. There you are. Hi, Sabrine.
Hello.
Sabrine is one of my very favorite people. She's living in California, and this is her first time on our webinar. I'm so happy to see you. Oh, and
welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, Sabrine.
Hi.
Hey, Gabes, really quick. I used to live in India, and I met Sabrine's father when he was, I think he was probably 15 or 16 years
No
old. He was one of
way.
my neighbors, and has been one of my dearest friends ever since. So great to see you, Sabrine. Give you Zahan and your mom and dad our love.
Of course, I will.
Sabrine, what can you tell us about your experience with the music? Did you notice some feelings?
First of all, her voice is really beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
And second of all, I felt really happy. I wasn't feeling the best before this. I was supposed to be on a class trip with all my friends right now to Disneyland, but can't really do that right now. So, but it made me feel better, and thank you.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that the music was soothing for you and helped you get in touch with some of your happy feelings. It is hard right now because we're all experiencing a lot of sadness and loss with what we were expecting, right? Yeah. Do you have any questions for Gabes?
Yeah, I wanted to ask, what inspired you to start music?
Oof. You know, because I started so young, it's so hard to say. But so I grew never really shared this that often, but my dad owned kind of like a Blockbuster, a local Blockbuster, and so we watched a lot of movies, and so I was exposed to a lot of like Disney films, and I just assumed that just like in Disney films, everybody can sing. Turns out everybody can sing, but not everybody can sing well. There's like a difference, but yeah, ever since watching Disney films. My mom and my dad are also singers. We come from a long lineage of musicians as well. So I just thought that it was a normal thing. And in terms of inspiration, I guess life itself, you know, friendships and family and what it means to be a human. Yeah, that's a good question. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like maybe that might have been Vesper trying to come on. So because of the time, I think we better move on to the next person. Sabrine, I'm so happy to see you. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Sabrine.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's see if we can we'll call on Vesper next and then Gigi. So hold on there, Gigi, and we'll get to you next, okay? Let's get Vesper on here. Hi, Vesper.
Hi.
Hi, Vesper.
Ah, there you are. We lost you for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Vesper lives here in Omaha with, yeah, but I haven't seen her for a very long time. How are you?
Good.
Yeah? Staying safe and healthy?
Yeah.
Good. Can you tell us a little bit about what feelings you noticed during Gabe's time with us?
Well, I was really relaxed, and it just like kind of made me happy. Just listening to the music, and sorry,
Uh-oh. There you are.
I'm back. Sorry. Especially because it's raining here in Omaha, so it makes that like even more relaxing. So, yeah.
Well, that's great. I'm glad that you had a good experience. Do you
Yeah.
have any questions you'd like to ask Gabes?
How old were you when you started singing? Like when you first started singing?
I think I was 4, but might be even younger. I don't know. But yeah, started when I was 4 years old. And then when I started singing in church or with recording, that began at 15, maybe even 14. I really can't remember, but sometime between those years. Do you sing?
That's cool. What? Oh, well, not really. I kind of just listen to music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell what you play.
Oh, I do play an instrument though.
No way. Which one?
The euphonium.
Do you like playing the euphonium?
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an unusual
Yeah.
instrument. It's not one you hear
Yeah.
about very often. How did you get into that?
I don't know. I just thought it was a really cool instrument,
Yeah.
and I wanted to play it.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yeah.
Vesper, it's really nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing with
Yeah.
us about your experience.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Thank
Tell
you,
your brother
Vesper.
hi.
Bye.
Bye. All right, Gigi, I'm coming for you. Here
This
we
is
go.
so fun.
Hi, Gigi, can you hear me?
Yeah, now you can.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Hi, Gigi.
Would you like to come on camera?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Here we go.
Hey, Gabes, also really quick. I've known Gigi's dad since we were 14 and 15 years old.
That's wild.
Oh, hi, Gigi.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Gigi. Hi, sweet girl. How are you?
Good.
Yeah? What you doing?
Just doing Avis and Mouse and homework learning and computer working.
Oh, my goodness, you're very busy. So much work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do homework and sometimes I do ABC Mouse.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You want
How did you like the music that Gabes did for us?
Yeah, I like the Moana music.
Yay, me too. Did you sing along?
Did you sing along? Yeah.
Yeah. Good job.
Can you tell us something about what you like about the Moana music? What do you like about it?
I was happy with it.
You're happy. It made you happy.
Yeah.
Made you feel happy? Yeah, it made me feel happy too.
Look at the camera.
I keep
Anything else you
falling
want to
out
share
like
about how you felt when you heard the music?
I felt happy.
And do you have a question for Gabes? Here, sit up so you can ask the question, okay?
There you are.
You want to ask Gabes a question? No? Go ahead, you can ask.
You can ask her anything you want.
Okay, maybe not. Did you want to
Maybe
ask? Did you want to ask if she's Moana? That's what you asked me.
Have you ever watched Moana?
Yes, I love Moana.
Me too. I have Disney Plus.
You do?
I
I'm so glad.
I'm gonna have a movie.
Yeah.
I watch
Yeah.
Disney and I'm watching the DVD.
Mhm. Life is good.
Well, Gigi, we're so happy to see you. Thank you for talking with us and Gabes and being with us today. Will you give your mom a great big hug from me when you hang up?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I hope to see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. All right. I think that about does it. We're almost out of time. Is there anyone else who would like to come on camera and share with us about your experience? All right, then I'm going to call on Chris and invite Chris to share with us about his experience and what feelings he noticed during the music.
So I knew Felina was going to do something like that. First of all, hey, Basil, when he heard Felina singing along at the beginning through the wall, he was looking over there like, what in the world? And I just want to make sure that I'm on the same page with everybody. This is the Moana you're speaking of.
Aww.
We have lots of fun toys over here. So I knew Felina was going to ask me about my feelings. And of course, Gabe's.
I often ask Chris to get in touch with his feelings. It's not very easy for him sometimes.
And so I have some handy little friends here. I don't know if you ever saw Inside Out. But we have, sorry, so turned around, anger and sadness. We have joy, disgust, and fear. And Felina's right. Like, I'm not very good at getting in touch with my feelings. I don't know how to name them all the time, but I think that little movie helped me sort of make peace with all of the feelings inside us that are all part of us, and they all belong, and they all get to interact and play together, and they all get to try to understand each other. And so I just felt so happy today, of course, seeing Gabes after so long. And I also felt so sad. Like, I don't know when we'll get to see her again and when we'll get to be with her again. And that's frustrating. And yes, that can also bring some of our fears forward. And so all of these feelings, the joy and the fear and the happiness and sadness, I think all sort of come up at the same time. And I think that's what we have to do, is learn to make peace with them all. And so I will say this, I am super happy every time we're around Gabes. She's such a positive soul, and you have such great energy, and you just put such beautiful things in the world. And so I'm also grateful. I'm happy because Basil's acting crazy back there. And that's usually his sign to try to get us to take him somewhere. And then, man, I'm super happy to see all these little friends, Sabrine and Olu and Leela and Vesper and I mean, just everybody. Gigi, it's incredible. So all the feelings, I'm feeling all the feelings. So maybe I'll go watch Inside Out again this weekend and try to figure out how to get back in touch with that.
Thank you, Chris, for sharing. And maybe the rest of us could put our hands together at our heart and just think about all the gratitude. Just notice, if you can, how thankful you are for Gabes, for her time, for the way she shared her music with us, the practice of mindfulness that she led us in, and just the gratitude for her presence. And see if you can just bundle all that gratitude up in your heart and send it out to her right now. So that all that gratitude from our hearts fill up her heart. Thank you. Thank you so much, Gabes.
Thank you.
Good to be with you.
Thank you.
We'll turn it over to you, Chris.
And even Basil offers you a tremendous bow.
I receive.
Gabes, thanks so much for joining us. Thanks everybody for spending part of your Friday afternoon here. I hope you all have a super duper fun weekend. We'll put the video up so you can rewatch this and listen to Gabe's songs again. And just remember to listen to your mom or your dad or your caregiver. Just remember to be sweet and tender and compassionate with yourself. And just like an Inside Out, with all those feelings running around inside of us, make sure that you make room for all of them and that you let all of them belong, let all of them sort of befriend each other as you befriend yourself. So we'll hopefully see you sooner than later, and hopefully we'll all stay so healthy. Have a great weekend. Thank you.